Today, the whole purpose is to go over 3 of our newly launched skincare products. These are very comprehensive. We have a capsule product here called SKINBYOME, as well as a team player here, Derma Colonizer, which is intended to be topical. And also, last but not least, a Skin Vyrome, which we're going to touch base on all 3 of these. And really the goal and the purpose here today is to help you better understand how these can be clinically applied, considering the skin conditions and other scenarios that you're presented with your patients at an ongoing basis.
I'll try to keep it simple because, like Mike said, we really do want to bring to you some clinical applications and not just the science. But briefly, what I want to mention is this is the beginning of what we're going to call our Biome line. And throughout the course of the Biome line, we're going to be targeting every bit of the microbiome. We're going to start with the skin. And we have to ask ourselves, why are we really endeavoring to become a microbiome-centric company? And that's because I want you to think about the microbiome, all of it, on you and in you, as an extra organ. It's going to be as medicine and as the natural products, and as we all pursue this newfound world of these trillions of little organisms, we need to think of them, it's a brain, it's a kidney, it's a heart, it's every bit as critical to our health as any tissue that you have inside of you. That's why we're pursuing this, because we now know that we can make, as you mentioned, significant impacts on health by starting with the biome. And we started with the skin. So all 3 products have a very unique use. We want to start off with, I'm going to start off with Skin Vyrome. And this is a prebiotic, and many of you may have heard the term phage. This is a phage product, and it was designed to change the terrain of the skin. And it can be used on the face, the arms, the legs, and we really wanted to indicate it as a preemptive formula to these 2 formulas, and we'll get there in a second. And why do we do that? Well, Skin Vyrome is designed to change the dynamics of the organisms living on the skin. We have thousands of organisms in all the ecosystems, our face, under our arms, our chest, our back. These ecosystems have to be kept in harmony. And one of the ways they fall out of harmony is if a single organism or multiple organisms outgrow. It's no different than a weed in a garden. If it starts to overtake, it's a problem. And it can create things like inflammation and all of the skin conditions that we focus on as clinicians, whether they be dermatitises, eczemas, psoriasis, rosacea, and so on. They all are connected to our microbiome. So we start off with the Skin Vyrome, which is a prebiotic. Skin Vyrome is added 2 hours prior to any other skin application. So 2 hours before or after you shower, you use cleansers. Before and after you use these, we want to separate it by about 2 hours to give this product the ability to work. So I apply it, and it's really easy. You can apply it using the dropper, but you have to be really careful. I want you to put this product onto a cotton swab or a cotton ball, and you work it into the tissue because it needs to get below the oil layer, which is why we want to do it first. After you've done it, you've applied it, and you want to apply it daily, you then wait a couple of hours, and that's when we can do the next 2 products, both the Skin Biome and this Derma Colonizer. Now, the cool thing about these products is not only are they scientifically tested here, not only have we spent the last 11 years creating these products, they're also patented. So the cool thing about this, we've also been gaining our intellectual property at the same time, and these are changing the way we think of skin and the health of the skin using the microbiota, because the microbiota is central to its health. Derma Colonizer is now applied topically after you've done the Skin Vyrome, and you've probably all seen this, and you can work it in on any skin tissue. And there is this paradigm that exists where people think that an oily skin shouldn't use this product, and that's absolutely counterindicated. This is really good even for people with oily skin. As you rub it in, you're actually preparing the skin to realize that it doesn't have to be as oily because you're adding the food that it needs. This is not only a prebiotic for the bugs on the skin, it contains the probiotic, skin-based organisms. So this is a living topical product. It's one of the only living topical products on the market, which is what makes this so important as well as so effective. But once you apply it, I'm now putting not only the oil base, which feeds the organisms, I'm putting the actual organisms on my skin, which allows them to colonize and turn around what we consider a dysbiosis situation on the skin into a healthy, harmonious biosis. That's this application. The gut-skin axis is a critical component to our health, and we want to work from the skin inwards, which is what we're doing with these two products, I should mention. We're working from the skin inwards, but we can also work from the gut outwards, and that's where SKINBYOME comes in. And it is specifically related, the research behind these organisms are related to the skin via the gut-skin axis. Therefore, I want this to be used in all skin cases. However, it also should become a rotation in the normal probiotic life cycle rotation. Diversity is king, and with the 12 plus organisms here and the other 100 plus coming in the future, we want to rotate the skin, even for people that have already achieved healthy skin behavior and the dysbiosis is gone. This still needs to be maintained as one of the rotation probiotics. Even for people that are not working on their skin, I take this daily even when my skin's behaving well. It's become part of the rotation. But how it works is we ingest these organisms, and again, they're in an enteric capsule, which bypasses the GI, gets into the lower and upper intestine, and colonizes. And these organisms have been demonstrated through academic research, through our own research, that they have a beautiful impact on the immune system in the gut, which then relays that impact to the skin. And it essentially helps you calm the skin. It works through macrophages and other white blood cells where they send signals to the skin, calming down the inflammatory behavior. That's just one of the benefits. The other benefits are when you ingest a product, it does find its, not only does it find its way into the gut and lives there, but it produces metabolites or postbiotics that find their way to the skin. They're targeted to the skin, so they're microbial source, origin, but they're then taken up into the bloodstream and delivered to the skin and the skin health. And that's one of the two of the main things this product does. You take this and this after you've done your cleaning routine, after you've used the Skin Vyrome, you then topically apply Derma Colonizer and you take 1 to 2 capsules a day of this SKINBYOME. And together, they can transform the way skin behaves. They actually also help transform the way the immune system is behaving as it relates to the skin. And these are the benefits that we're getting. These are the things that and it's cutting edge. No one else is offering this right now. I prefer they're purchased as a group, but if you run out of Derma Colonizer or you run out of the Byome, you can buy them individually as well to keep your patients on the protocol as they go. That's what we have in store for you here, and there's more coming. But these are the most unique and amazing products to change and transform the skin health.